I'm gonna pose for my thumbnail in a video because the focus works better that way.
Hello, my name is Ria. Welcome to my channel, a place where we talk about all things productivity, self-improvement, and how to become a better person. Today we're going to talk about a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and that is because it's about a problem that I suffer from on a regular basis. What do you do when you have things to get done, but you can't help but start falling asleep? And look, this isn't some nebulous topic that I got off Google, no. This is something that actually happens to me. For example, just last night, I was sitting around and I was supposed to be thinking of topics for YouTube videos. And I was just closing my eyes and dozing off, and I was on a very comfortable couch and I was wearing some really comfy clothes, and all I wanted to do was drift off and go to sleep, even though it was only 7 p.m. and I do not go to bed that early. But I decided to not just battle it, but tackle it in a smart way. So I went to Google and I searched up how to be productive when you're tired. And a bunch of articles came up. I was actually kind of surprised by how many things came up. So I opened like 10 of them and I read through them. And I was shocked because they were terrible. Like, one of them was literally giving you the advice to meditate when you're tired. Why would you meditate and slow down your breathing and do something relaxing when that is something that people literally do to fall asleep, and you're trying not to? You're literally doing the opposite of what you need to be doing. No! Well, this is not gonna be like those articles. This video is gonna give you no BS, no bullshit allowed approaches to getting things done when you're really, really tired. My tips are gonna be divided into two sections. Section number 1, short-term solutions. Section number 2, long-term solutions. Let's start with the short-term. So what do you do when you've got an assignment, or you're in the middle of class, or you're doing some work from home situation and you need to be working right now, but you're also falling asleep? Don't worry, I got you. Step number 1, try to do one little thing. If you have any flexibility whatsoever as to what you're going to be doing, which you're going to have some flexibility. For example, say you're working on a paper. Instead of writing the next paragraph, just maybe outline the rest of the paper, like very, very brief outline, whatever you can think of. If you do that, you've moved ahead, and maybe by the time you're done, you're not going to feel as sleepy anymore. Or if your outline is done, maybe just write the next sentence and focus on making the next sentence as good as it could possibly be when you're this tired. Now, this may not work. If you're too sleepy for this to work and to do one little task, then ditch it. It's fine. That was mostly a test to see just how tired you are. Maybe set a timer for just 5 minutes. Try to work for just 5 minutes, and then after that, you can either take a nap or try to figure something else out. Once again, this might not work. If you find yourself in a situation where neither of these things are working, you need to do some more remedial things and accept that your capabilities right now are very limited and inhibited. I would say try to do a to-do list for either later today or tomorrow. What are you gonna do once you're actually awake to be doing things? How do you rectify the situation, accepting that you might not be as productive as you wanted to at this point in time? What if you don't have a choice and whatever you need to be doing has to get done today? Okay, it's fine. Try to go for a walk if possible. Walk outside, go move around and see some different surroundings, get in some fresh air. If it's daytime, that's even better. Soak up that sunlight. That sunlight is gonna make you feel a lot better, and it's actually gonna decrease the melatonin in your system. On a related note, if you can't go for a walk, can't get outside, then just try moving. Stand up, physically stand up, come on. Stand up with me. There you go. And now do some jumping jacks. Maybe do some push-ups, some sit-ups, some squats, something energetic and quick to get your heart racing. The more your heart is racing, the less you're gonna feel tired and sleepy. Go do it. Now, like, do 30 of those, 30 seconds, 1 minute, set a timer. Come on. If possible, change your location. Sit up from the sofa or from your bed. Don't do online classes in bed, guys. Like, don't do it. Go sit at a desk straight in your back. Go sit at a different table. Go sit in another room. If you can, go to a coffee shop if the pandemic allows, or just go sit outside in a park. Go wherever you can go that is not where you have been working. Even maybe move from your desk to the floor. I don't care. Just a change of environment will help you wake you up. Listen to loud and fast music with a fast beat. If you exercise with music, you already know this. When you're doing any cardio workout or any high energy, pumped up workout, you want to listen to similar music. It actually gets your heart beating faster, and anything that gets your heart beating faster will help you wake up more and feel more energized. So play that music, even if it has lyrics, as long as it's something you don't know really well, or actually I find that songs that are really familiar are also helpful, but something that will not distract you too much, but also distract you just enough to wake you up, make you alert. Like, even most productivity coaches won't agree with me on this, but I would say maybe take a break of 5 minutes and listen to 2 of your favorite songs that are really high energy, sing along, blast it out, and then you're probably going to be way more awake at the end of that. Drink water. Fill up your water bottle with ice cold water, throw in some ice in there as cold as possible, and drink that. First of all, the feeling of the cold hitting the roof of your mouth is going to wake you up, but even more importantly, your body has to work harder to process that cold water and warm it up, which will wake you up. Your system will shut on. Nobody says shut on. Your system will switch on, so to speak. Eat a snack. Ideally, you should eat some walnuts or some fruits or something sustainable, but if you're falling asleep right now and you need to be in class right now, eat something sugary, drink a soda, whatever will give you that kick immediately. Do that. Take a shower. A cold, nice shower will wake you up. This is really helpful if you ever have to wake up really early in the morning and you're not used to waking up that early. Just go and take a shower. You will feel so awake afterwards, especially if it's really, really cold. If you can get yourself to turn on an ice cold shower and just blast you, trust me, you're gonna be awake at the end of that. Apparently minty scents might also help. I'm not sure how effective that would be. I haven't tried it, but maybe go snort some toothpaste or turn on a peppermint scented candle, especially as the Christmas season is approaching. This might be a good tip, so use with caution. And this is the nuclear weapon of my tactics. Take a nap. It's a nuclear weapon for a reason. It's very powerful, but also very, very easy to abuse and with great destructive potential. Set a timer. Set the timer far away from you so you have to actually walk to turn it off. Make sure it's no longer than 40 minutes. Ideally, maybe 25 minutes or 15. On the shorter side is better. If you sleep for longer than that, that's not a nap, you're just asleep, which means you failed. So don't do that. These are all short-term solutions to do in the moment, but what if you find yourself in the situation more often than you would like? What if you're a sleepy person naturally? Just like me, I'm like this all the time. What are some things you can do to reduce the amount of times that this actually happens to you? Number 1 is to sort out your sleep. Yes, that's obvious, but also it needs to be said because it's important. Try to sleep. I have experimented with my sleep so much. I have done everything you can possibly think of. And what I find helps me the most in terms of making me less sleepy during the day is actually waking up and going to sleep at the exact same time every day. The more consistent my schedule, the more my body knows when it should actually sleep, and the less it turns on that melatonin intake during the day. Anytime that I've had a consistent bedtime and waking up routine, I would feel so refreshed during the day. And the second I mess it up, like I wake up a little earlier than usual, or I wake up a little later than usual, no matter how much sleep I had gotten, even if it was 12 hours, I'm going to be falling asleep during the day, and that's probably the case for you. So try to sort that out and you will see improvements in about a week. Now, this next one is also high level and it's going to sound annoying, but it's probably the most effective. Over a week or 2, track your energy levels every single hour. Set an alarm or a reminder of some sort at the beginning of every hour. Just write down, how are you feeling? How's your energy? Is it low, medium, or high? Keep a sheet or maybe a note on your phone, but do it. Do it over a week or 2, keep a record, and then figure out at what times are you most often energized? At what times are you most often really sleepy and tired? Now, as much as you can, plan your life accordingly. Make sure you do the most important tasks at the time when you're often the most energized, and keep chores or low energy tasks like email to times when you're often sleepy. This one's painful, but it also really helps, and it's proven with biology and all of that good science. Don't have caffeine after 2 p.m. If you go to bed at 10 or 11 or before midnight, don't have caffeine after 2 p.m. If you go to bed at like 2 a.m., don't have caffeine after 4 p.m. Adjust this accordingly, but do not have caffeine for many hours until you go to sleep, because if there's still caffeine in your system, you're not gonna sleep as well and you're not gonna be as well rested, and your rhythms are gonna be out of whack, and that's not good for anyone, and you're gonna be falling asleep. Just listen to me. I know it's hard, I know it's painful. Stock up on some herbal tea, stock up on some decaf coffee so you can still get that kick, but without feeling sleepy the next day. You're gonna thank me for this, I know. Exercise regularly. Yes, you might think, oh, exercise is gonna make me more tired because I'm expending more energy. In the short term, over the first day, maybe the first week, but afterwards your energy levels are actually gonna increase. And they're gonna increase significantly. After a month of exercising regularly, you're gonna feel like a whole different person, and your sleepy incidents are gonna almost disappear. That incident last night, that is so rare for me now that I've started exercising regularly, that I can't believe that used to be a daily thing for me. And this last one's kind of specific. If you're taking any medication, figure out if the medication is making you sleepy. You might have some unintended side effects. They might not even be listed, but it might be making you personally sleepy. Talk to your doctor and figure out if you can move the time when you take your medication closer to your bedtime, and see if that makes a difference. That has made a huge difference for me with multiple medications that I've taken in my life. So I would really, really recommend looking into it. So that's it. Those are my tips for how to be productive when you're tired. My no bullshit guide to helping you deal with your productivity and your goals while also being really sleepy. You can do it. I hope these tips are helpful. Please let me know if you have any other tips down here in the comments, or if you have any advice for me, because I still struggle with it, even though I have a lot of wisdom. What wisdom? I still struggle with these things too. I'm only human. So please press like, subscribe, press the bell. I don't know where the buttons are, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and maybe go watch some more. Bye bye!